This is Nightline.
Tonight, we're on the prowl with ghost hunters.
I just heard like the loudest disembodied voice over here. And it was like, go.
Investigating a 100-year-old jail in Arizona with a reputation for having active spirits.
That's crazy.
That misbehave.
They've actually unscrewed my insulin pump before.
Really?
Right here. Broad daylight.
What will they find on our watch?
Do you like film crews coming in here?
Yes. Yes.
Plus, against all odds.
And he's stoned! Azeez Al-Shaair stops the first down.
Houston Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair opening up about his journey from homeless high schooler.
The entire kitchen just engulfed in flames. The house was, gone.
To NFL hero, how he stayed motivated.
I remember specifically watching him practice and the spirit and the energy that he was playing.
And his Pro Bowl reunion with the coach who believed in him every step of the way.
It's so crazy to think this is the same person who knew me at 16 years old, staying in a motel with my family. That's how he first saw me.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Norwood. Tonight, the duo behind the YouTube channel Ghost Club Paranormal scour a spooky old jail in Arizona for sounds, spirits, and what they say is proof of ghosts. They took Nightline's Ashin Singh along for the ride.
It's a question a lot of us wonder about. What happens to us when we die?
Since it's going off so much, I'm actually going to turn it off, because now if that is an intelligent spirit, then I want them to come and use another piece of device.
Okay.
Yeah.
The music box.
Dude, right as I said that.
It's right over here.
For Mandy and Jade, paranormal investigators as they call themselves, that answer may be found in places that they say are haunted.
Do you like film crews coming in here?
Yes. Yes.
Something just touched my butt, like full on pinched.
Jade and Mandy are best friends and hosts of their YouTube channel, Ghost Club Paranormal.
Do not.
They film themselves hunting down ghosts and searching for spirit activity. For their nearly 100,000 subscribers, their fans connecting with the duo on live streams every other Tuesday.
Come check us out. We have how many? 550 people in the premiere right now. We capture some really insane, unexplained evidence. This process.
Their content exclusively online in a genre that's always broken records on TV. The wildly popular Ghost Adventures on Discovery Channel is currently on its 29th season.
Leave this house.
But despite the impressive popularity of these shows, it turns out that only 39% of Americans say they actually believe in ghosts, though about 70% believe there is life after death.
Do you view the idea of death differently because of this world that you guys have tapped into?
I know that when that time comes for me to depart to the other side, it's going to be just fine. Your loved ones are going to be there.
Do I believe there's an afterlife? Yes. And we're just going to leave it at that.
Jade, originally from Scotland, is the founder and the lead investigator. Mandy calls herself an investigative medium and says she can communicate with the spirit of someone who's died.
And are you using your words to communicate with them?
I am typically an external medium, hearing their voices like a disembodied voice, like how I'm talking to you, but I'm also hearing it internally.
We witnessed that right out of the gate.
I just heard like the loudest disembodied voice over here. And it was like, go. As in like leave.
Did you hear that? Now, 33 years old, they each say they had paranormal experiences as children that inspired their work today.
When I was about 7 years old, I did witness my very first apparition. It was a ghost of a woman who was floating about 3 foot above the ground, and she was dressed in all black rags and she had a hood on. My entire life I've just been trying to chase that because I know that it exists. I just want to see it again.
When I was really little, I had 2 near-death experiences, and after the second one, I started having all of these interactions with spirit. I was hearing voices, not knowing where they were coming from. I was being touched, not knowing where that was coming from. And that's when I realized that I had medium abilities.
This is really bizarre.
They began investigating the paranormal as a hobby, teaming up for the first time a few years ago. joining the roughly other 3,000 paranormal investigative teams in the US alone.
Feel how hot it is in here right now.
Yet Mandy and Jade are relatively unique. 2 lead female ghost hunters in a field dominated by men.
And do you feel like you're getting different results? Because you're all women?
It's nice to be able to be what I always wanted to see on TV. I do believe that women get different results. I feel like we allow our guards to come down a lot more, and because of that, we're able to connect with spirit more and have those experiences.
How would you respond to someone who says, like, you guys are being ridiculous? Like, come on, there's no such thing as ghosts.
It happens all the time. And we just say, we respect that. We're not trying to prove anything to you. But at the end of the day, like, you're your own person and you have to make your own mind up on it.
Ghost hunting isn't widely accepted in most scientific communities due to its subjective evidence and unscientific methods. Jade and Mandy say even though they believe in the paranormal, getting evidence is paramount.
Visual proof is huge for me. I have to, like, I want to see something tangible, you know, or I want to see a device go off.
Enter the gadgets and tools that monitor changes in temperature or magnetic fields allegedly caused by spirits.
We bring a ton of equipment on investigations. A lot of the time, most devices are going to be triggered by anything that comes into their magnetic field, like the REM pod, for example. It will actually produce its own little magnetic field, so anything that comes into it, it will light up.
So we're packing up for the investigation. It's so important to have batteries because spirits love to drain your equipment.
This one is unusual.
This is an ovilus. It converts static electricity into a code that corresponds with words.
And that's what you're seeing right here. It says people, mic, and details. There are easily over 1,000 words programmed. Sometimes spirit will pull out words that are as close as possible to what they're trying to tell us.
Today, they're preparing to test their limits once again. Here in Globe, Arizona, a mining town with a reputation for the unexplained. Especially the Gila County Jail, built in 1910.
So for us, it's a tourism opportunity.
Molly Cornwell Thompson and her husband Tom run the town's historical sites.
People say this town is a little haunted.
I would have told you when I first got here, like, no. But everybody has a story.
Right.
That something's happened to them. I couldn't say that it's evil haunted. It's just got a story to tell.
Carissa Shipley is the jail's lead tour guide. She says she's had a lot of unusual experiences, like unexplained noises.
I'll hear slams.
The feeling of someone tugging at her hair. And one particularly scary incident.
They've actually unscrewed my insulin pump before.
Really?
Right here in broad daylight.
But she says her most incredible paranormal encounter was caught on camera by a visitor she gave a tour to a couple of years ago. We were able to track down the video, but ABC News' visual verification team was unable to independently verify the authenticity of the footage. That means nothing to Carissa, who's 100% convinced that this footage we've slowed down right here is real.
The first picture is me standing there, and I'm wearing a dress, which I wasn't wearing during the filming. I was wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
Oh, wow.
And then there's kind of this face looking down the hallway, popping out the corner. He's like kind of looking down. There's something covering my face. It kind of looks like a skull. So this is me.
Right.
And I was standing outside of the hallway.
And that's you in a dress you're not wearing.
This is me in a dress I'm not wearing. And then there's the head right there. If you look close, you can see his eyes, his nose, his hairline.
Yeah.
He's looking right at the camera.
Right.
And then if you watch my face, they said they saw something fly over it.
Yeah. Holy cow. That
it
looks like a skull.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't like that. Wow.
Now it's my turn to go in and experience this myself.
The rational side of me just has a hard time believing that there is such thing as ghosts, but I am a journalist. I'll never say never. I'm open to surprises.
I felt like the ground vibrate.
I heard something.
And the surprises come almost immediately.
That's crazy. That never goes off like that fast. Like, stick the ovulus on and see if any words come through. You may have a story to share.
Okay. Rage was the first word that came up.
Rage.
My camera shut off because I overheated. Overheated?
Our gear is going haywire.
My camera just stopped recording.
I was just about to hit the record and the whole camera just turned off by itself. So weird.
One after the other.
Camera turned off?
It stopped recording again.
4 cameras that have turned off in 2 hours.
But then the investigation slows down.
You can spend hours in a location and not have anything happen, and then all of a sudden things will happen for like a second or for a period of time, and then it just stops. They're just not communicating.
You'll have to watch their YouTube episode to see for yourself what else happened at that jail. But we're still haunted by one particular moment during our time with Jade and Mandy. As Jade tested her equipment at the home of one of the jail's current overseers, Tom Thompson, a possible message from beyond on that obelisk.
Yeah, so right now it says stuff in January area, and I don't know what any of this stuff is, or if the month of January has any. I think Tom's ex-wife was Jan. And that's a picture of her, actually.
And when we asked Tom,
your wife who passed away, was her name Jan?
Jan.
It was Jan.
Is that very, very beautiful inside and out, yes.
Is that Jan?
Yes, Jan. That's a self-portrait.
When you hear that?
I don't know. I've been on this earth a long time, and things just happen that I can't tell you. I don't know.
but Tom's current wife has a different outlook.
So for her name to come through right next to her painting that is above his desk, I think it was a beautiful affirmation for him. It's kind of like a kiss from the clouds.
I don't know about you, but I need a priest after watching that. Our thanks to Ashen. The latest episode of Ghost Club Paranormal drops tomorrow on YouTube. Up next, one of the players from tonight's Monday Night Football game opening up about his unlikely path from homeless to the gridiron. Welcome back. Bullet passes, spectacular catches, and nail-biting finishes. Monday Night Football is back. Houston Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair tonight making a big hit for the Texans just minutes before halftime and celebrating by pumping up the crowd to take down one of the many impressive moves of a man who overcame nearly impossible odds to get where he knew he always belonged. Here's ABC's Will Reeve.
7-year NFL veteran Azeez Al-Shaair is a star and a leader for the Houston Texans. But his path to the NFL was unlikely and strewn with obstacles.
Azeez Al-Shaair stops the first down.
My mother and my father were together up until the time I was about 10 years old, and they got divorced, and my mom is now a single mother with 8 kids. And I just remember, like, we had a place to stay, sleeping in my grandmother's house, but there was no furniture, so we slept on the floor.
One morning when Azeez was 12, the house caught fire.
The entire kitchen just engulfed in flames, and I'm just sitting there like, bro, like, we already had nowhere to go. The house was gone. And yeah, at that point, we were literally like homeless in the truest sense of like being on the street.
What did the future look like to you at that point?
I believed I could be here. I had no clue how. I couldn't tell you how. I just had to just literally believe in something that I couldn't see.
While living in a motel, Al-Shaair starred at Hillsborough High School outside Tampa, where he caught the eye of a young coach at Florida Atlantic University named Nick Caley, who would change his life.
I remember specifically watching him practice and the spirit and the energy that he was playing.
So it's like I've never even heard of FAU up until this point, and you know, then in comes in the office comes Nick, and he's always had this like huge like energy about him that like smiling, what's up, dog?
One-on-ones. Good.
Soon, Al-Shaair felt comfortable being vulnerable with Caley.
We didn't have electricity or whatever the case may have been. And like I remember like we sit there and we talk, like we have some deep conversations. I mean, I was 16 years old, 17 years old. He was the first person I ever actually opened up to. College coach I ever told about that.
When Azeez opened up to you about his circumstances and you went and saw him at that motel, what do you remember thinking?
You never would have sensed anything because he never let that dictate anything in his life. He never let it stand in his way.
Al-Shaair went to play at FAU, but Caley left for a bigger coaching job in the NFL. Still, they remained close.
Seeing and feeling that genuine care that he had for me, and it just it really grew on me.
Represents them well, and oh my, that'll be Al-Shaair who's flagged for the big hit on the slide.
Last year, his first in Houston, Al-Shaair was suspended 3 games by the NFL for this hit on Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence. In the letter informing him of his suspension, the league accused Al-Shaair of lacking respect for the game.
When you know what you had to do to be where you are, to kind of have my name just be completely just dragged through the mud by the league itself was honestly crazy.
What did that do to your soul?
I think it genuinely crushed it. That was one of the first times I really was just sitting there feeling sorry for myself.
Now it's a new season, and for the first time, Al-Shaair and Caley are on the same team. Caley's in his first year as the Texans offensive coordinator. Always connected, now the coach and player are grateful to see each other every day.
It's so crazy to think this is the same person who knew me at 16 years old, staying in a motel with my family.
It's fate. We're here, and I'm really blessed, and now we're on the same team.
Our thanks to Will. Azeez says he lives by a motto drilled into him by his mother. That which is for you shall not pass you by, and that which passes you by is not for you. I'd have to agree. And when we come back, a sneak peek of a magical Disney extravaganza sure to surprise and even delight the most devoted fans. And finally tonight, from our parent company, pulling back the curtain on 7 decades of Walt Disney's dream.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Frontierland, Tomorrowland.
Space Mountain was one of my favorite things.
Still one of your favorite rides, by the way.
It's a small world after all.
The Jungle Cruise.
I am a Haunted Mansion diehard.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Hello!
Join us to celebrate 70 years of Disneyland.
Girl, you look good for your age.
You would go through those doors at Disneyland and the rest of the world just went away.
People tried to touch his sleeve. People kept saying, God bless you, Walt.
There is a memory that I wanted to share with you. There are 2. Well, there are 3. Well, there are probably 1,500.
Now, a look into the future.
What's the new stuff?
We're taking you behind the scenes.
Super secret, so don't tell anyone.
With the wonder of all the magic.
They don't call it the happiest place on earth for no reason.
Prepare yourself.
We were just so
You're about
lucky.
to be blown away.
The surprises and secrets. The history and heart of Disneyland.
I can't even finish a sentence right now. I'm so excited.
Disneyland taught me how to dream.
The happiest story on earth. 70 years of Disneyland. Sunday at 8/7 Central on ABC.
And the magic continues. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Take care of each other. Good night, America.